Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of our program, The Daily Debate. It's Monday evening. I'm Yasmin Bakir, and it's a very special episode, but I'd rather postpone it to tell you at the end of the episode why this episode in particular is very special to me. Tonight, we are going to be shedding light on the Egyptian participation at the Baghdad conference that took place a couple of days ago for cooperation and partnership. This is not the first time that Egypt, on a presidential level, pays a visit to Baghdad. We also saw previous sessions of the tripartite meeting between Egypt, Jordan and Iraq, and this is only building up on the communique since the first meeting took place, and it all pours into the economic development for the three countries, the mutual benefits, and of course along that is the political security and stability files. So tonight we're going to shed more light on the Egyptian participation. We're going to take a further look and analysis on what is beneficial to Egypt out of this conference in particular. Why is Egypt very keen to move forward with the development of Iraq on all levels? And this last meeting also gave a lot of positive reflection due to the number of attendees that were joined in this session in particular. So we're going to really indulge more about the reasons why this conference in particular was successful. Again, I'm very glad to have joining me here in the studio this evening our guest, Dr. Mohammed Rushdi. He's an economic banking expert, also a lecturer at Cairo University. Thank you for joining us, Doctor, very much.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say good evening to you and our audience, and sending my deepest gratitude to the program team and Nile TV for this kind invitation.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, before we kick off, let's take a look at this first report, please, Doctor, and the President's participation in the Baghdad Cooperation and Partnership Conference, and we'll be right back.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi participated last Saturday in the Baghdad Conference for Cooperation and Partnership held in Iraq. President el-Sisi's participation in the conference comes within the framework of Egypt's keenness on supporting Iraq for restoring its active and balanced role on the regional level and for maintaining its security and stability. Also, leaders and representatives of Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, France, Turkey and Iran attended the conference. Representatives for the Arab League, the Gulf Cooperation Council and the Organization for Islamic Cooperation, representatives for the permanent members of the UN Security Council and the European Union, as well as the G20, were also participating. The conference is aimed at mobilizing regional and international support for Iraq, enhancing its stability and prosperity, and backing the constant efforts it exerts to combat the enormous challenges facing it on the security and economic levels. In his speech, President el-Sisi asserted on the role should be done through effective and multiple mechanisms, whether on the bilateral or tripartite levels of the Egyptian-Iraqi Jordanian relations, or within a regional framework, thus to move forward towards broader horizons of partnership and cooperation in a way that meets the aspirations and interests of the three nations, based on strong extended relationships and on solid principles that should not deviate from mutual interests. The conference also tackled means of reducing tensions and crises facing the region, as well as supporting the path of a constructive dialogue among all the participating countries to help create a suitable condition for engaging in economic partnership, cooperation and integration. The participants emphasized support for the efforts of the government of Iraq in the reconstruction, provision of services, infrastructure support, and strengthening the role of the private sector, as well as its efforts in dealing with the file of the displaced and ways of combating terrorism.